Hi guys, my name's Mason and today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new ARB Esperance V2 rooftop tent. So this rooftop tent just came out. When I talked to the ARB guys, they said I was the second or third guy at that store specifically to get it in. And I'm still yet to see another person on YouTube do a review of this one. So let's dig in. So as you guys can see, I'm not sure if you've seen the old ARB Esperance, but it looks generally the same. But we do have a couple of new features which we'll go over. So the old feature that we'll start with that is very obviously different to the old one on first gen is you got locking handles right here. So I believe with the older model you had 3 straps, 1, 2, 3, that you undo and you're able to push the shell open, but they have changed that to these locking handles, which in my opinion work a lot better because as you turn it, it brings the shell down and helps you close them. So to start with, we're going to use the key that ARB provided, and we're just going to put it in and turn it for each hole, the keyhole, to unlock it. We're then able to turn it and turn it and then push that shell open. So in order to open this tent up, I'm just gonna get a bit of leverage because I'm not that tall. I'm just gonna grab it from underneath and push right up. Obviously if I had a bit more height, it'd be a bit easier. So in order to open it up, we've got to start by unstrapping this side. So we unhook that, if I can get that. There we go. And we can use the extension bit on it to walk it around to the other side. So, now that we've done that, I'll just chuck it out of the way. We have to open it up. So in order to do that, we want to jump up on the tyre, or maybe if you're a bit taller, you don't have to. You're going to un-velcro everything, and you're going to grab the 2 locks here, and you're going to push them in and pull the ladder completely out. What you're going to do is you're going to pull it, push it in, use a bit of, there we go, and pull the tent down. So now we've got the ladder out, we need to be able to bring this section flat with the rest of the tent, and we're going to use the ladder as a way to hold up the tent. So it's a bit finicky, but by using the switches here, we're able to unlock the ladder and get it all locked and set up so that it perfectly holds the tent up. So now that we've got the ladder all set up, we can roll this cover all the way up, and use the included straps here that are Velcro to just hold it in place, like so. So now that that's in, we're able to step on the ladder, which at this point should be okay since you've locked it, hopefully. You can open this up and you'll see here that we have the included rods to hold up all the wind deflectors, etc. for the tent. So to start with, we're going to take this inside bit here and we're going to unzip it from bottom to top, just so it's easier to do the rest. So we're going to take the zips and unzip it, and then we're going to roll it up and use the straps to hold it in place, just like the ladder. So now that inside bit is rolled up, we're able to unzip the fly screen and sit inside, which is going to make it a lot easier to put up this wind deflector. So let's do that. So now that we're up here, we're able to take these rods and we're able to thread it through this hole here, point it outwards, and take our wind deflector, breaker, whatever you want to call it, and just bend it up to hold into that little eyelet there. So we're going to do the same on this other side. So we're completely set up and we're able to enter our tent. But before we do, we want to set up the power. So, like the good guys at ARB are, they've provided us with what I would say is a 2 to 3 meter length cable to run power to our tent. So, the cable they've provided us is one end Anderson, one end cigarette. But if you're using this outdoors, I'd probably recommend finding a way to not have this routed into the car, just in case water's going to get through those seals. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to plug it in to our cigarette outlet. I'm going to turn that on, and we're going to walk this around, and we're going to plug this right into the bottom of our tent. So now that we've done that, our tent should have full power, meaning if I press this button, the lights will turn on. Ta-da! So now that the power's ready and we've got our wind deflector bit on here, we're ready to sleep in it. But before we do that, we've got to get out the outside windows, and I'm going to show you a few more things. So to start with, this fly screen, just like the top bit that we rolled up earlier, and like this ladder bit somewhere here, we're able to roll it up and we're able to Velcro it in, or as in this ARB Esperance V2, they use 2 magnetic points to clamp it together. So I've gone ahead and rolled up that fly screen. Now normally if you were camping, you probably wouldn't be zipping or rolling up that fly screen because you definitely probably want that down. Now up in this tent, ARB has kindly provided us with these 2 bags here. Now how these work is we use the included rails here on the tent to slide these in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to un-velcro that, and you can slide it in whichever point you want. I'm going to do this bit here on the side just because that's... So the tent's got rails on either side, meaning this bag here can also be used on the other side, and what they've given us is just a lot of room to put whatever we might need in here. So this opens up with Velcro, and we've got pockets for shoes if you want to climb up and put your shoes away, which is probably recommended if you don't want your tent getting super dirty. And then this one, we're about to find out what we got. We have just mesh pockets to hold all of our goods. So now that we've unzipped this whole bit, our fly screen and our flat bit, we're able to use the same rods that we found at the front to hold this up. So we come here with our rod and we find the holes to put it in. And we do the same as the front. We bend it up and we put it into the eyelet. And then we do the same with the other side. Now, I want to be fair to ARB here. I made that look so much more difficult than it actually is. But I promise you, with a couple of tries, you can get this up pretty quick. So included in here, we've got our fly mesh screen and that blackout screen as well. Now, ARB has also kindly included these clear screens that are going to replace the fly screens or the blackout screen, whichever one you want. It's got zippers on it already, so if you like to see the night at night, you can. So now they're on this side, we're going to do the exact same thing as you did on the other side, hopefully a lot quicker this time. So we can see now that it's set up, it looks beautiful. This thing looks so cool. Honestly, I can't wait to get inside and camp in it. So the inside of the tent is honestly awesome. To start off with, we finally got power. I do believe the old one didn't have USB ports inside of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just what I believe. We also get one cigarette outlet, a USB and a USB-C, and then one dedicated USB-C outlet. We also get 2 buttons. We got a button for the exterior lights that we just turned on earlier, and the interior lights that we can turn on and off with just the push of a button. So I haven't actually used the tent with any mattresses, pillows or anything yet, because I'm still yet to go out and give it a go, which I'm so excited to do. But just look at the mattress here. So ARB says they've given us a carton shell mattress. Now I'm not sure how comfy this is gonna be at while sleeping, but it definitely feels very comfy. So included on both sides of this tent, inside we have pockets absolutely everywhere. You'll have no problem storing phones, wallets, keys, maybe a couple of snacks if you need inside this tent while you're sleeping. Included in the tent as well is a moonroof. Now we're able to unzip this and we can roll this one up. And use the magnetic clips just to hold it in. Now that we've got that rolled up, it shows the fly screen, and above this is one of the clear screens, meaning it is a lot easier for you to be able to see the night at night. So now that we've set it up, we've had our sleep, it's time to pack it down. So let's show you how to do that. We're gonna do the opposite of every bit here, including the rods on the outside and the front, and then we'll show you how to bring that front shell down so that we're able to pack it down all nice and snug and drive off. So we've got it all packed away, the sides, the front, we've got all the rods packed away right in the front where we got them out of. Now it's time to put the ladder up and fold the tent over. So what I've done is I've fully extended the ladder just to make this a tiny bit easier, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab it from the bottom and just push up and fold it over just like that, very carefully. And we're going to push in on the clips here and just push in. We're going to push the ladder right in. So we've pushed the ladder in. Now we're going to come up here and I'm going to grab a strap that we used at the start. I'm just going to straighten it. And I'm going to grab the extra bit of material and walk it around all the way, ensuring that it doesn't stay at the bottom. We want it about midway on the tent, and we're going to use the strap included here, a little hook, just hook it in and keep it there. I'm going to take this extra bit of material, chuck around the side, boom. So now that everything's ready, we're going to grab the two big handles here and we are just going to pull to get our tent shell down. Now, I'm going to go around the sides and just tuck all the material in a bit. So I'm going to do that. Alright, all the material's pushed in. Now we're going to do is push our strap in, hold the top of the tent and pull down. So what we're going to do, we're going to push down and we're just going to lock it. So that's not going anywhere. Now we'll do the same to this side. We're going to push down and just lock it. And we're good. Now we can grab our keys and use the one ARB provided us and lock it. That's not going anywhere. All right guys, that's all packed away now. We've pulled it down, we've locked it, and we're ready to drive off. So I'm just gonna say a couple of things about it. This thing is awesome, right? I haven't taken it camping yet, but I cannot wait. 2 weeks, I'm going away for 3 nights. I think this thing will be so much fun. I just can't wait to use it. Now, a few things to note. It does add quite a bit of height to your vehicle, as you can see. Now, it only weighs roughly 56 kilos, I think ARB says, but this thing is fairly high. Now, you'll want to remember that, and obviously you should have your height measurements written down somewhere so you don't forget. But I forgot, and I've scraped the top of it. Now, they just are cosmetic scratches, which should just buff out, but it is just something to remember. It does add quite a bit of height to your vehicle. Now, a lot of people that buy these rooftop tents, whether it's ARB or another company, a lot of them will say they can feel the center of mass sort of higher in the car. It's a bit different to drive, and they can hear a lot of wind noise. I've noticed none of that with this tent. Driving with it is the exact same, or I feel is the exact same as it was before I had the tent installed. So now that's the end of the review, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. But yeah,